Well, greetings for color fans, and welcome back to another installment of my fall Faustings, or the things that go bump in the night and make some of us just a bit uneasy. Today it's going to be a short video because if you're watching this on the day it came out, I will be out of town with my beautiful bride for a few days. But I wanted to keep on schedule, make at least one edited video a week. So here we go. And as you can see, I'm going to highlight the series Supernatural Thrillers, which ran 15 issues from 1972 to 1975. Now, the first 4 issues are adaptations of classic horror stories, or semi-classic for some of you. And the first 2 have Steranko covers. So here we have the adaptation of It by Theodore Sturgeon. And again, you have that fabulous Steranko cover. And number 2, you have, of course, the H.G. Wells, one of my favorite stories, Invisible Man, with, again, another Steranko cover of him unraveling there. And I really enjoyed this series, especially the adaptation part here. And this number 3 is, as you can see, Valley of the Worm by Robert E. Howard. So shout out to Gnawman there, Wormy, as we see him there. Gil Kane cover on this one. These different creators were working on the adaptations here. And we have here of course, the classic Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Jerry Conway did some of these. Roy Thomas, I think Isabella did maybe 1 or 2. And Gerber, I think, may have done 1. I think he might have done the first, actually, of the Living Mummy. Because number 5, they're no longer adaptations, but you have, a classic monster, the Living Mummy. This is his first appearance. And I believe this is by Gerber. And Val Mayerick, I believe, does all the art on the Living Mummy. I think he does them all. Maybe there's one in there by a guest artist, I'm not sure. This one here is not by Mayerick. I believe this was by Tuska. And it is not the Sleepy Hollow legend, but a modern, take on it, shall we say. Here at the Headless Horseman Rides Again. Really interesting little story, a little twist at the end there. And then we go into the ongoing series of the Living Mummy here. Again, pretty good little series. But, I really enjoy the classic adaptations. But, they're 1A, right? There's 7. Here we have 8. And again, the Living Mummy, he's kind of he kind of blundered into situations where he became somewhat heroic sometimes. Here is 9. I think that's a Gil Kane cover as well. Yeah, Gil Kane, Al Milgrom cover. And here we have 10. A Choice of Dooms. And 11 with this fabulous Frank Brunner cover. I'm going to do a special on Frank Brunner here in the near future, because I think his stuff is just so spectacular. Number 12, Gil Kane again. I think I mentioned Tony Isabella, I think, wrote a lot of these, if not all of them. I'm not totally sure, but I know Mayerick did the art on the almost all or all of these. Number 13, and down to the last 2, 14, and lastly, 15. And that was the end of the Living Mummy in this particular series. I believe he showed up in 2 and 1, and I believe in the magazines as well. But again, pretty cool little series. How they make, again, when they relax the code, they make all the classic monsters. Marvel made most of the classic monsters. You had the werewolf, you had Dracula, Frankenstein, and here Mummy. The Mummy, of course, lasted the shortest amount of time of all of those. All right, we'll make this 5 minutes. I'll get out of here. So I'll see you next Tuesday, hopefully, for my live stream, and a video next Thursday. Be kind to each other, be blessed, and be back, and be safe.